Hey everyone, it's Sarah at Repeat Crafter Me, and I want to show you how to make this adorable little bear applique. Today, I am using, let's go this way, Red Heart Super Saver yarn. This is color Cafe Latte, and this is color beige. So you're going to work up most of the pattern in the darker brown, and then we'll just do the kind of the mouth snout area in the beige, and then you will need just a little bit of black yarn. I am using Red Heart Super Saver as well in black, but whatever kind of black scraps you have on hand will work. So let's get started. This little guy's so cute. I know you're going to love them. You can use them for many projects. And of course, I have a big project in mind for this little bear. And I will show you that in a later tutorial and blog post. So you're going to go ahead and start with your size H crochet hook and your darker brown yarn. And let me just move some of this out of the way. You are going to do a magic ring and chain 2. Okay, and then we're going to make 10 double crochets in the ring. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now I'm going to pull tight and I'm going to join to that first double crochet, and now we're going to chain 2, and we're going to make 2 double crochets in each stitch around. So 2 double crochets there. Your chain 2 is not going to count as a double crochet. 2 double crochets in each stitch around. Okay, almost done. Okay, that's the last one. And back to the beginning. I'm going to skip over that double crochet, and I'm going to go ahead and join to the top of the first double crochet. You should have 20 double crochets now. Now I'm going to chain 2 again. And we're going to do just as we did before. We're going to make 2 double crochets in each stitch around. So you'll have a total of 40 double crochets after you get done with this round. Okay, I'm coming up to the last stitch almost. Here we go. Okay. Join back to the first double crochet. Do not fasten off. Okay. Now we're going to chain one. And we're basically going to make the head portion. So we're not going to use the whole round. Just bear with me. So we did the chain one. We're going to do a single crochet. Then we're going to do a half double crochet in the next stitch. Then we're going to do 2 double crochets in the next 3 stitches. So that's 2 double crochets. 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets. Then we're going to do a half double crochet and a single crochet. Okay? We're going to stop there. We're going to basically turn now. So we're not going to use the rest of these stitches right now. So we're going to chain one. We're going to turn. Okay? Then we're going to make a single crochet in that first stitch, a half double crochet in the next. Then we're going to make 2 double crochets in the next 6 stitches. So there's 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets. Okay, so we're finished with those double crochets. Now we're going to do a half double crochet and a single crochet in that last. Chain one, turn. Okay. Then we are going to do a single crochet in the first stitch, half double crochet in the next, 2 double crochets in the next 12 stitches. All right, so basically you're doing 2 double crochets in all the double crochet stitches from the previous row. Okay, is that the last one? 1, 2, I think so. I wasn't counting. Let's see. So I have a half double crochet and a single crochet in the last. Okay. Okay, so your project should look like this now. So basically what we're going to do now, you're not going to turn. We're going to work around the base. So I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch around the whole bottom part of my little bear. And I'm going to basically, we're going to connect these two. So I'm working right into that first stitch, unworked stitch right there. And I'm going to slip stitch. Okay. I slip stitched and now look, the head's even more connected now, which works well. And I'm just going to keep slip stitching around the base. Just keep going all the way around. We're getting there. Okay. Now, coming to that last one. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead. I'm joining back up. I'm going to show you. Let me put it down. I'm going to join back up to this side of the head. And I'm really just going to join with a single crochet because I'm going to continue around the top. And this is where we're going to make our ears. So I'm not going to even, I don't even know if you would, I guess you would call it a join, but we're not really. We're just going to kind of continue crocheting here. Make a single crochet and then a single crochet in the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now in this next stitch, I'm going to make 4 triple crochets, and this is going to be the first little ear. Okay, so wrap my yarn around twice, go into that stitch to make a triple crochet. Let's do that another 3 times. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to chain 2. And I'm going to join to that little next stitch right there. Join with a slip stitch. Okay? And look how cute that is. That made a little ear. Easy peasy. Now let's see. Single crochet. I believe it's in the next 12. Let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's do in the next 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then in this next stitch, that's where we're going to make the other ear. So just like we did before, triple crochet 4 times. Ooh, if I can get my yarn in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 2. Okay, join to that next little stitch, the slip stitch. All right, and now we're just going to single crochet in the remaining stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm just going to join right there with a slip stitch. You don't have to. You can fasten it off. Do whatever you need to do to make that yarn kind of just sit flat and tight there. And I am going to clip the yarn off. Okay, look at that. Already so adorable. Now, let me bring the finished one back in view. We're going to make the little mouth and the eyes, and let's make the arms and the feet. Arms and the legs. So let's go ahead and start. Let's do the arms and the feet first, since I'm already working with this yarn. Of course, you can weave in your ends or leave a long end for weaving onto a separate project. So let's start with the arms. What you're going to do is, okay, I'm getting my yarn mixed up here. You are going to chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to triple crochet twice in the 4th chain from hook. This is my 4th chain from hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here is 1 triple crochet. And here is the next triple crochet just in that same chain. Okay. In the next chain, I'm going to make another triple crochet. And then I'm going to double crochet in the next 3. 1, 3, and I'm going to half double crochet in the next 2, or the last 2, I should say. 1, 2. Okay. Just kind of stretch your yarn out a little if it's curling on you, and then you have a little arm. Be sure and leave a long enough strand so you can sew this onto your main body piece. So obviously you're going to make 2 of them, and for the sake of this video, I already have a second one made, just so I can show you. Okay, and now let's make the little feet. I know looks like there's a lot of ends here, but don't worry, it's really not that bad. So we are going to do a magic ring. We're going to chain 2. This is super easy. We're just going to make 12 double crochets in this ring and pull tight. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Pull tight, join to your first double crochet, fasten off the yarn, okay, cute little foot. Of course I have another one already made, so I don't have to do that twice. Okay, you're just going to stitch those on. Now let's go for the little snout, I guess you call it. So let me just move this over to the side. I'm not going to use my brown yarn. I'm using my beige yarn now. Okay, so for the snout, we are going to do a magic ring again. We are going to chain 2. We're going to make 8 double crochets and 4 half double crochets. So 1, oh, this is like a new skein of yarn, so pull some out. Oh. No, don't not. Did I get it? Yes, okay. All right, where are we? Chain 2, there's 1 double crochet. We're making 8 of those, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and make 4 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to pull tight and join to that first double crochet. Okay, and the reason I did that, see how it's kind of smaller on the bottom? It's kind of how I want it to be. So now I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to make 2 single crochets in each stitch around. Okay. Now join to your first single crochet. Keep that tight. Fasten off. Okay. So see how it's a little bit more of a curved on the top and then a little bit flatter on the bottom. So when you come back to your little bear, that's how you want it to sit. Okay, and we're gonna stitch on a little nose. Now you could use safety eyes and safety noses, but you know, for such a small little project, or buttons for the eyes, which I might do, but you know, if you want to make this for a baby or a little one, Sometimes it's just safer to just use the yarn, so there's no risks of anything. Okay, so I should have probably weaved that in first, but here we go. Let's just stitch on a little nose. So what I do is I work right under these top, you want to go in from behind, and I'm just going to work kind of right into these, under these top stitches over here. I want my nose to be about that big. Okay, so basically all I'm going to do is go back and forth a couple times until it's a nose. Okay, let's do a couple more. Actually really like this yarn because it's nice and like fluffy. So it kind of blends together well. It doesn't get too stringy or small on you. I mean, that looks pretty cute. Maybe I should do one more and pull this from the back. Let's see. Maybe one more. You can decide however you like your nose to look. Yay. That's perfect. So we have a cute little nose. Okay, now I'm going to come up just from that middle part right here. And I'm going to go right down through the middle where I started my little magic ring. Boop. Now you've finished that part. Okay? Super cute. You can weave this in, or I don't know, maybe tie the ends together. This is going to be sewn onto your project, so just make sure it's secure, and then you won't see the back side at all of this little snout. I know, it seems like a lot of ends. I'm just going to clip this off. Okay, just so we can get rid of that. Okay. So that's going to go here. And before I stitch it on, well, you could stitch it on, or you could do the eyes first. So for the eyes, let's bring this one back in view. All I did was like 2 little stitches right there for the eyes. So let's see if we can get one going here. Sometimes I get really picky about how the eyes look, and I rip it out and redo it a couple times before I'm happy, but that's the perfectionist in me. So you do what you need to do on your project. I mean, again, you could also do a little button or a safety eye here if you wanted, which would be adorable. So I think I'm going to sew it on here, and I kind of want the eye to go under the snout a little bit. So I'm going to start there, then go up here. Okay, and then curve around. Let's see how this looks. And then back, I'm just joining, I'm going back over, kind of like a sleepy eye, like it's closed. How does that look? Hey, doesn't look bad, huh? All right. And then same thing on the other side. I wonder if I can use the same strand. I'm going to sew this onto another project, so I'm not worried about how the back of this looks. If you are, you could neatly weave in your ends. You could make a separate body piece and attach it to the back. A lot of different things you could do. So hold on, let's see if I can get another little eye going here. I don't know why the left eye is always harder for me, but we'll see how this goes. Hey, what do you know? Looks pretty good. My first try. All right. So again, I'm just going to take this out. All right, tie that off. I would probably take a little more time to do that if I wasn't on video. But again, for the sake of the video, I just kind of doing this quickly so I can show you the most important parts of the tutorial. Just going to weave this in real quick. All right. So I'm going to stitch this on. And kind of do this with all the pieces. So I just hold it in place, and I always work right under the tops of those crochet stitches on the edges. I have a fuzzy here. All right. Just go in and out. Let's center that a little better. Okay. So really, this is all I'm doing. Back and forth under those stitches. All right, I'm probably not going to go all the way around because I feel like you guys get the idea. I just want to show you one thing on the arms and feet before I end this tutorial. So let's just end this about right there, and I can finish stitching it on later, but you get the idea. Okay, so when you go to do the arms and the legs, let me go back to this. See how these are, you're only gonna stitch a little portion on because they should be hanging off the bottom edge and side edge. So let's see here. I'm just gonna weave in this end first. Okay. And then I'm taking this little loose end. Okay. You're just going to place it. I like to do the feet first. It's really going to only overlap. Sorry, my hair's in the video. It's really going to only overlap right here. Okay. So again, I just work right under those stitches. And back and forth. And then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go under this, up through kind of the side middle, just to make sure it's secure. There we go. Maybe one more up here. Okay. Just like that, and it's on. And then I'm just going to weave this in. All right. Pretty much use that same technique. Well, obviously for the other one. And then same for the arm. You can choose whichever end to weave in. And you're just going to rest it right here. Okay. Leaving these stitches hanging off. And you're just going to work along this edge. You can even connect the little... All right, let's just do it. Let's do it together. How about that? We'll make this video a little longer. well, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. Let's do this. Come on. So I'm just, oh, look at that. I'm trying to go so quick for you guys. I'm catching the yarn. Eee. All right, now I have to pull it out. I caught it around the edge of my project. All right. Sometimes I just try and hold the project there with one hand and stitch with the other. Okay, so I'm just kind of going up along this edge. Look at that. Right over the little foot there. Down this way. That's basically it. And your arm's on. You can weave it in here. All right. So cute. I'll bring this one into view. And there you have it, your cute little sleepy bear. Of course, you'll attach these two, but adorable, easy, fun, useful for so many projects. Can't wait to show you more on repeatcrafterme.com.